How do you want to show up when you're giving a presentation and speaking on stage? Do you struggle with what to wear every time, whether you're speaking from the stage or a virtual platform like this on Zoom? I can help you elevate how you show up by knowing you will be wearing the perfect colors and shapes for your body so you feel more comfortable, confident, and credible so you can attract your ideal audience. Today, what we're going to talk about are my 10 tips on what to wear on stage to improve your confidence and authority and elevate your personal brand. So the question I have for you is, how do you want the world to see you? That's the big question, whether you're on stage or in your virtual background. Let's go through the 10 tips one at a time. Tip 1, wear something that is comfortable and makes you feel confident. That's super important. So it includes your clothes, your jewelry, how you colored your hair, how you've styled your hair, your makeup, how you put your makeup on. It's different than street makeup. It's also possibly slightly different than stage makeup for drama. Also, what shoes are you wearing? Head to toe, top to bottom. How do you dress? How do you put yourself together? Tip 2, make sure your clothes fit you properly. You don't want them too tight and you don't want them too baggy. I mean, that's the last thing you want people to do, is be looking at you going, wow, your clothes don't fit. That's way too big, or even a little bit too tight. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, you still don't want any of these comments being said behind the scenes. Tip 3, do not wear stripes or checks. They can be distracting. And if you're wearing stripes, it can cause the image on your camera to moire and wave. Here's an example of exactly what moire looks like. So often men wear very thin stripes. Here's a horizontal stripe, but quite often men are wearing vertical stripes on a shirt. When they're really close together, the camera cannot focus in on it, and it creates this wavy effect. It's really distracting. Therefore, my suggestion, do not wear thin stripes, guys. Keep it solid color. Here's an example of a busy, wide stripe. Busy patterns are really difficult to focus on because you really want people to focus on your face, not what you're wearing. Stay away from plaids and checks. They're a little distracting. If this guy were speaking, you'd be looking at that coat the whole time going, whoa, that's a very cool jacket. But maybe it's a little distracting. You're not paying attention to what he's saying. Tip 4, do not wear all white or all black. You don't want to blend into the background of where you're speaking. You can possibly look like a floating head. That doesn't work. I always suggest ask what color your background is. So let's go back to no white, no black. Let me tell you why. If you wear all white and you have a light background, you're just going to kind of blend in. Also, if there's a camera on you, if you're being recorded, whether you're on a physical stage or on a virtual platform, such as giving a presentation on Zoom, the camera picks up white and light first and darkens everything else. So people and the camera will be sucked into your white clothing and not your face. Again, especially if you're on a virtual platform, people need to be able to read your lips. And if they're focused on your clothing, they're not focused on your face. Same with black. You need to be really careful what your background is if you're wearing black, because then you can look like a floating head. And what you want is you want people to be able to read your body language. So it's really important that you have a color that stands out. I always think of the big room. What do people in the back of the room see? Tip 5, wear contrasting colors from your background. So again, don't be afraid to ask the venue, that whoever's producing the event, what color is the background on the stage? If you know the color on the background, you want to contrast it, because color is the first thing people see. If you have a white background like this, and you're wearing black and white, if you're the person in the back of the room, all you see is the two sides of that black vest. You do not want to wear the same color as your background. You also don't want to wear a really similar color to your background. Again, think if you're the person in the back of the room and you're looking at this woman, you're going to see her dark hair, but you might not be able to read all her body language. You're not going to be able to zoom in and be captivated by her. You're not going to be able to be focused on her whole body because she just kind of blends in a little bit. I have two examples here. So this is a great example. So this woman, let's say the background is white. If she's wearing white with her light hair and her light complexion, she just kind of blends in. And again, from the person in the back of the room, difficult to focus. The image on the right, you will be able to see her from the back of the room. It's a beautiful pink for her skin, for her hair color. You could see her, you could focus on her. She stands out. You want to stand out while you're on stage. Again, know your background. What color is your background? Contrast your background. People will be able to see you. They'll be able to stand out whether you're in the front of the room or the back of the room. Same thing. Stand out. Know your background. Wear a completely different color. And as a certified color consultant, I am really, really picky about what color works best on you in the space that you're in so that it works well with your skin, your hair, your eyes. This is something that I work with constantly with my clients every day. If you wear a brightly colored jacket or blouse or shirt, you will be able to be seen from the back of the room. It really helps people focus in on you, to zero in on what you're saying. So don't be afraid to wear some color. It really helps people be attracted to and focus in on you. Tip 6, know the dress code. Who are you speaking to? You often want to match your audience's degree of formality and then step your look up a notch. If you have a professional audience that you're speaking to, wear professional clothing, step it up a notch. Is it informal? Is it formal? Know your audience. It's always better to be better dressed than your audience. The last thing you want to do is be underdressed so that people don't give you the authority that you really deserve. Also, it really helps with your personal brand. You want people to go, wow, she looked great. He looked great. That's what people will remember. Tip 7. Okay, men, this one's for you. To tie or not to tie? That is the question. So, are you a guy who likes to wear ties, or are you a no tie kind of guy? Both are fine. Again, know your audience, know who you're speaking to. Of course, then there's the modern casual. Men, I love when men wear a sport coat, even if it's a super casual. This is a knit sport coat with a really nice t-shirt. He looks clean, he looks professional, he looks polished. Modern casual. Tip 8, do not wear large, oversized jewelry. Keep it simple. You're not there for a jewelry show unless, of course, you're speaking about jewelry. I would avoid large, colorful, really chunky jewelry. Sometimes it could be really distracting, especially if it's a high contrast to what you're wearing. You don't want people to be looking at your jewelry and going, whoa, check out that jewelry, as opposed to listening what you're saying. That's the most important thing. Tip 9, still on the jewelry discussion. Do not wear dangly earrings or clanky bracelets because they can interfere with your microphone. If they touch the microphone will very likely pick up that sound. Keep away from great big earrings that could clank with your microphone, or bangles or charm bracelets. Keep it simple. Keep the noisy jewelry back home in your jewelry box. And lastly, step 10. Do not wear super short skirts and dresses on stage if you're live in person. The last thing you want is you don't want anybody looking up your skirt. Take my advice, ladies, better safe than sorry. You don't know how high the stage is or how close people are going to be sitting in front of that stage. Keep it safe, keep your skirts a little bit longer. So when I'm working with clients, I ask my clients 4 basic questions. Who is your audience? Is it a professional? Is it casual? Is it day? Is it night? What's the setting? Are you in person? Are you virtual? Are you on Zoom? Are you on Teams? Are you on a physical stage? Or are you just standing in front of a room? Really important to know these questions. How can we create your personal brand? This is what I try to do. This is my specialty. I work with my clients. We create a brand, an image that people will identify you with, a look that you always have a great look. You're always wearing the right colors so that you shine. And 4th question is, do you know your best colors and styles for your skin coloring, your hair color, and your body shape? This is what I help you do. Are you a pear, a column, an apple, an hourglass, or an inverted shape? These are some of the body shapes for women that's really important to know. So this way you understand how to dress your body for the best optical illusion. Next time you are speaking, whether you're on stage or on a virtual platform such as this Zoom background, this, for example, is one of the virtual backgrounds that I created. You will look fabulous, feel confident knowing you're wearing the right colors and the right shape for your body. If you want to get in touch with me, my website is shelleygoldenstyle.com. Don't forget the E before the Y in Shelley, so shelleygoldenstyle.com. If you want to email me, my email address is shelley@shelleygoldenstyle.com. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to working with you. Okay, thanks so much.